Today we're going to be showing you our top 5 putting grips.
Well, let's take charge of your game. In today's video, we're going to show you our top 5 putting grips used by the best players in the world, and hopefully they can help improve your putting.
Yes, definitely. We're your coaches, Andy and Pierce. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to not miss a video. We're here to help your game. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and leave us a comment down below. Any questions about your game? Right, putting grips, Pierce. There's lots of variations. We're all different. Me and you have got different putting grips, and we've got to find something that generally feels good.
Yes.
But also performs. It needs to actually knock the ball in the hole, doesn't it? So we're going to go through 5 ones that are the most popular, really, that we see, our top 5 that the best players in the world are using. So let's start with number 1.
Okay, the reverse overlap. And this is the grip that I think we've all been taught when we first start playing golf. So obviously in golf we have the overlap grip, and the reverse overlap is literally when we reverse the fingers, and we might get the index finger on the lead hand and put it a little bit further down the handle. And we were talking about this, and I've got all sorts of theories on why this is maybe not always the best grip, but if you look at the best putters in the world, they generally use the reverse overlap grip. But is that because they're the best putter, or is it the grip? Who knows, and that's another day. But that's
Tiger Woods, Jason Day, they use this one, by the way.
There's a lot.
Dustin Johnson, and they're pretty good.
So yeah, we definitely have to show you this one for sure. Now, also we want to look at the putter style that this suits as well. So this putter I have here, this Spider X, has got a toe hang to it. So that would be obviously maybe something where the putter wants to release a little bit more on the way through, which is great with this reverse overlap. And the reason we do a reverse overlap was generally to stop that release being too excessive, but it still allows for a release on the way through. So I'm going to hit one. I haven't actually read the line yet. Maybe that would have been a good idea. It should be slightly from right to left.
A little bit right to left.
But from here, it feels very comfortable to me because it's the classic grip that I was sort of told how to do when I was younger. Whether it works or not,
not bad. So if you're somebody who's got a toe hang putter and likes to have more of an arcing stroke, like Tiger's a little bit more of this sort of release and arcing stroke, then the reverse overlap is a great option.
It is indeed.
The next putting grip is lead hand low. Who uses this one, Pierce?
So 2 notable guys are Padraig Harrington and Jim Furyk, and as far as we know, they pretty much did it from the beginning. And just a quick one on this, Gary Player was asked the question, what's the one thing that you would change if you had the chance of starting again? What would you change? And he said he would go left hand below right. So basically, lead hand goes below the right hand. Now, the reason that a lot of golfers like this is because it does get the shoulders more level, which a lot of golfers would like, or a lot of putting coaches would perhaps like when we talk about a pure pendulum. But it also allows you to have more of a lead with a lead hand. So the left hand, in my case here, is leading the stroke, so it probably means there's going to be a little bit less release of the putter. And it doesn't mean there won't be any, but it means there's going to be a little bit less release. People may feel they can control the putter a little bit more when they do this.
And maybe on a face balanced putter, I know this one, Pierce, we've got a face balanced here, so this may suit somebody who prefers this sort of straighter back, straight through, like the face balance will help produce. Indeed,
indeed. Okay, so let's have a go at this one. So let's see if we can do a better job. This is a kind of grip that I've been using a little bit more recently as well, so this feels good.
We've got 5 goes at it here, Pierce. We've got to get a few of these.
5 goes, a few should go in, shouldn't they?
There we go, right in the middle of the hole. That's the one for you.
This is the one for me, no more. There are no more good putting grips. Next one is the pencil. Now this is again for a face balance putter, and again very much a lead wrist, a lead hand pulling action as opposed to a pushing action from the trail hand.
Phil Mickelson and Justin Rose, these are the guys that use this one?
Absolutely. Now, so you can see why, because the right hand, in my case here, is really not doing a great deal at all. So this is for someone who perhaps doesn't like missing it to the left or manipulating the putter too much. So again, maybe this is for someone who was pretty good with the reverse overlap, but then decided to change because they didn't become as good a putter.
So it really takes the right hand out. This one, if somebody who tends to miss this left and feels the right hand is being a little too active, sort of getting that index finger running down the shaft and the thumb underneath, sort of just takes that away, Pierce, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, it's a good option. I mean, it feels a little uncomfortable to me, but I've not really used it that much. So if you did think that this could work for you, hey, Justin Rose is doing okay, isn't he? And his putting's been pretty good recently. Give it a go for sure.
So what's the next one, Pierce?
Okay, the prayer grip. Now we actually saw
Pray it goes in, is that what you're
Pray
saying?
it goes in, please go in. So we actually saw Dr. Paul Hurrian talk about this to start with a few years ago. And if we think about this, if we put our hands together, then everything becomes very symmetrical. So the shoulders are level, the wrists are level, the elbows are level, and everything has more chance of working in this pendulum. Henrik Stenson has used this. I'm not sure whether he's using it at the moment, but he has used a grip very similar to this. Generally, again, would suit the face balanced one, but you can have something with a slight toe hang like we have here in the Spider X. Oh, we've got some ducks over here, Andy, coming to say hello. But yeah, so basically what you would do, you want the palms facing each other. Now you can actually have it so that you have very little pressure on there, or you can interlink behind and then maybe have the index fingers going down there. But again, this is something that it works really well for people if they're really struggling, for sure, because it does put all the emphasis into the shoulders, and the hands usually just work as a one single unit.
Yeah, it takes the sort of the want to use one hand more than the other. Nice put there, Pierce. And it just balances things out there. And I think it feels strange at the start, but again, we want to showcase these here to you to find out which one feels good for you and also which actually get the ball going in the hole.
And I've used that one before as well. I've actually used all of these before apart from the pencil.
Fifth and final one, probably not the most common one, but it's an option if you are struggling to find one of these that's going to suit you.
Well, we don't know what to call it. I mean, we call it the DeChambeau, or we can call it the Bernhard Langer, but basically the theory behind it is, whether it's a shorter putter or a longer putter, is that you get the putter running up the lead arm. So you're pretty much running it up the lead arm, and I think DeChambeau, he'll obviously hold it maybe something like this here. Langer used to pin it to the arm like so. And this is obviously a predominant lead stroke. It's all about getting that left hand and leading the stroke from there.
Sort of locking that arm in, isn't it?
Locking it in, and very much a face balance putter is good for this. Again, no, Langer was using the normal sort of traditional blade style putter when he was using this, when he was doing it. But generally it will be for a face balance putter. So it does feel a little strange. I think you're better off with a slightly longer putter as well, so you can maintain some sort of posture. But it actually is quite effective in what it can actually do.
This is something that you've used, Pierce, as well.
Yeah, I've used this one before actually with this putter, and it was better than that actually. It did actually work quite well for quite a long time.
Well,
2 out of 5 is not bad, but the pencil grip is perhaps not my favourite.
So quick one out of those 5 that we've done there, which was yours out of those? What are you going to go with? Because you're in a bit of a mix.
Yeah, do you know what? So I would say for me, the left below right is still my favourite at the moment, but if the greens get really fast, I actually do like the reverse overlap. So for me personally, I struggle then, if I have a struggle on the greens, it will be when the greens are a little bit slower and I go for the reverse overlap. So I almost feel like I have to be left below right and be more of a lead stroke on slower greens, but on faster greens I can actually go to a reverse overlap because I haven't got to do too much with the stroke.
Sounds very complicated.
That is definitely not going to help you in any way whatsoever.
Guys, let us know what you are using. Which one? Comment down below, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. And also let us know how you get on with that. Give it a go, test it on the golf course, test it on the practice area and see what feels and works best for you. If you're new to the channel, remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe, comment below, hit the like if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time on Meandmygolf.
We know that all golfers are different. That's why we created Meandmygolf.com just for you. This is where you can go in and find the exact content that you can use to help improve your game.
Yes, and we've got loads of content going up each week. We've got a coaching plan section where we actually guide you week by week, telling you exactly what to do and how to achieve your goals. We've got a shot fixer section where you can pinpoint your fault, plus the video vaults and so much more to help your game. Make sure you go and check it out. Click the link in the description and we look forward to seeing you there.